And hi everybody. I'm doing something different today. I'm actually going to talk to you guys about what you guys have captured from my videos. Today this is Patricia, and I would like to go over a few of the weird things she has caught from the beginning of my feeds. She actually records, oddly enough, okay, so she takes her phone and she watches the video through her phone. And sorry, I keep looking over because there's me here and I'm making sure that it's in view. So there's two screens here and I keep looking back and forth. So if it looks confusing, it's like, okay, well, I'm making sure you see my phone. Okay, so yeah, she watches it through here, and she watches the screen to really get a good idea of things, and then certain little anomalies will come through, the things that that you can't really catch normally just by watching. And so let's go through some of the things she's caught. Oddly enough, so I'm actually recording the screen, so you'll see exactly what I'm doing. So this is Daffy's hand or arm in the first video that I put up, where we just kind of sat down and had the camera on us, and I put the doll in there. This was before I was really able to do any of the investigations. I had to look up quite a bit on what I should really do. How do you approach a doll in any kind of circumstance? I mean, you can't just sit there and interrogate it. So what do you do? And so we literally just put it in the background, right next to us or between us, let it go. And she got this. If you see, something weird is going on with his arm. It like, right, hold on, this was his right arm. So right here just kind of goes womp, almost like he has it broken both sides. It's really strange. Moving on. So yeah, I didn't know what that was. It was very weird and different, and we go through a few things. We talked every now and then, and she started talking about between the doll, right over here, I mean, there's a few pictures here. Between the doll, you'll see what seems kind of like a face to her. She has a better picture. She sent me videos of actually her recording it to show, and then if you notice, like this one, it does kind of look like something's back there. Now keep in mind, that space is only like this big. Nothing can, like maybe a monkey, a small little monkey could be back there, but I have no idea. But you can see it kind of makes a shape of something. It's very odd. And all that's back there is literally just the wall. There is nothing between there. So let's go back. Okay. Going through her stuff. This picture, just a minor note. I was actually named after my grandfather, and so this right here, this is my grandfather. This is Grandpa Gerald. So that's him. Moving on. She sees a few little weird artifacts during that one. Let me read. She's been quite unique in really seeing a lot of strange things that have been popping up. She's really followed the channel quite a bit, and not just here on Facebook, but sending messages through YouTube. We've had numerous discussions of just strange anomalies she has captured and things we've went back through. I know she found, I'm 100% sure she's the one who did this. It told me about this, but it's been months. But I know one of the videos, the doll was right next to a bird cage. Now, of course, the bird cage, I saw nothing going on. Sorry. I saw nothing going on. On the bird cage, nothing was happening. But then I started noticing in the video what was really weird, because the camera was literally just on the table, and it was like moving. It moved a little bit. And that's the only thing that I thought was odd in that video. But she looked at it and she actually noticed that things of the bird's cage, like little swings and things like that, were moving. Now, let's try to say, oh, maybe a fan was on really high and just moving it around. I mean, that could mean something if there were fans in that room. There's literally only one fan in my house. That's this one. This one is only in the bedroom. So, I mean, you could say that the air was on, but I mean, it was cold that day, so we didn't have the AC on whatsoever. It was like a nice chill day, so everything felt cool. So it was a weird anomaly. She's been actively looking at all of these things, and it's been great having her do this, and especially anybody else who's been reaching out on Instagram or anything like that. Please give me feedback, because I know just the one that dropped yesterday, I was talking to a few people on Instagram and they gave me ideas to treat the doll like a child, because, well, of course, she said she's a medium and has some kind of psychic ability, and she says she feels that it's a little girl inside that doll. And so I attempted to do that and see what happened. And of course, I started getting weird, very minute movements. But I mean, it's nothing. I don't think I could bring it to like a university or any kind of scientific major of any kind and say proof. But I do think I'm going somewhere. I'm getting somewhere. I think that we can actually move forward and hopefully actually get to see her. Actually see what the doll looks like. Yeah. Sorry, I keep looking out this way because there's some kids playing in the apartment buildings over there, and I'm watching them try to get it's like a little frisbee thing out of this tree, but they're throwing things, so I'm afraid it's gonna hit the window. But yeah, no, I just I really appreciate people reaching out and telling me that they were concerned about me being sick. I'm still slightly sick. I've been suppressing the cough. That's why I paused quite a bit right here, because I'm suppressing coughing. And talking about it just got me to cough. But it really does mean a lot. And I mean, I'm just trying to do this. A lot of people are like, oh, you have enough evidence, just get rid of the doll. I don't think, if I came at this as somebody who really 100% believes in ghosts, then yes, I have enough evidence. But there's still that doubt in my mind. I still have so much doubt about everything that's been going on. you have the little movements. Okay, let's think rationally about these movements. You say it's a ghost. Okay, you say it's a spirit of somebody in there. This is what's going on in my head. You're saying a spirit is inside the doll, making her move. If a spirit has that kind of power, making her move, then why don't you come out and just talk to me? Just say, hi, how you doing? What are you afraid of? These people say that, oh, well, the spirit may be afraid of you. What's it afraid of? It's a spirit. How am I going to hurt it? What am I going to do to it? Am I just going to throw away the doll? Oh, I don't want this anymore. Why is it afraid? Like these are the questions that plague me. I have no doubt that the doll is doing something. It's moving. It's doing some odd, weird thing. But do I doubt that it's an actual spirit of a human being sitting there, just being afraid of me? And if it's a spirit, so it's spirit. So I was told that it's a spirit of a little girl. I'm not insulting anybody who's saying that they're psychic or anything like that. No, not at all. But let's think logistically about this. If you die as a certain age, do you stay that certain age? I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't want to sit here and say that I believe 100% in all of it, because it doesn't make full sense in any rational way. And that's why I continue to do this. People constantly keep sending me messages. You have enough evidence. Why do you keep doing this? Because I don't have any evidence. I have proof of something happening. I have a weird proof of oddities, but I have no proof of anything that anybody is saying. Somebody says it's possessed. How do you know? How do you know? Because it moved? How do you know it's not something else? It could be something else. I've had a few times where it has shown some kind of intelligence in moving or an audio or EVP. And let's talk about the EVP. EVP bothers me. Electronic voice phenomenon. So they're like, oh, the recorder is recording something that you couldn't hear with your own ear. That'd be weird to hear with your own eye. But you couldn't hear with your own ear. So if I couldn't hear it with my own ear, how come I can hear it now after recording it? I mean, that doesn't make sense. So do I fully understand the EVPs? No, I don't. Do I fully understand any of this? No, I don't. And so I mean, it may seem like I'm a little frustrated, but I'm not. I'm not at all. I just want to explain to you, to everybody, why I'm doing this. Why am I still doing this? Because unless the ghost comes out and says, I'm a ghost of a 12-year-old spirit of a girl named so-and-so, I went through this, I am now inhabiting the doll, I don't know if I could completely be 100% believing that there's a little girl inside this doll. Do I believe that there's something there? There's something going on? Yes, wholeheartedly, yes, there's something going on. But what is it? And if you guys can help me out, throw something out, throw a bone. What are you seeing that might, if you come up with something, if you show me like these little videos where, oh, I've seen this, I caught this also in your video, that's great. That's fantastic. Let's look at that, and maybe it can come up with a better solution, or a better plan to do these videos, to find better evidence that could actually point to a certain direction. When I was growing up, I loved science. Absolutely loved science. That was something I was completely addicted to. I listen to and I read and I do all this stuff about science. I love like quantum theory. I love all this stuff. But at the same time, that's amazing stuff. That's been proven to be fact. A lot of the scientific community has been proven. I mean, that's our day-to-day basis. Now, is it a little flawed? Yes. But why can't we take that same kind of approach to understanding ghosts, to understanding any kind of weird phenomenon? And that's what I want to do. If there's any doubt in my mind in any way, I'm not going to continue to say that that's 100% proof. I'm going to say, okay, that's compelling evidence, but do I believe it wholeheartedly? No. Let's continue to look deeper. Let's continue to figure things out. Heck, I just figured out something to do with the camera, which I don't have a night vision camera anymore. A lot of weird stuff happened with that. It's broken. I couldn't fix it. I took it to some place. They couldn't fix it, so I don't have that. But I am getting a camera. Well, I'm not getting it. I'm borrowing a camera that can open up the exposure for a certain more longer interval and absorb light at night to be able to take pictures. And I'm going to set that up, and I'm just going to have it take intervals pictures all night and see what happens. So just constantly survey this thing, see what's going on. Because I mean, you can't possibly know what's going on unless you're constantly watching it. So we'll see. I don't trust these other weird little devices that people have said to use, like a K2 meter. Was it a K2 meter? Like the thermal, what was it? I know it's supposed to sense motion and things like that. I mean, those are all really cool, but you look at online, I mean, it's super high prices, but that's beside the point. Where's the scientific fact in that works? I've watched plenty of ghost hunters. I've watched some ghost adventures. I've watched these things. But where's the scientific merit in what's going on? They don't know that can actually do things. It's a speculation. I mean, even the EMF detector, it's speculation that does anything. People say, oh, ghosts can do this. How do we know? Yes, you can say, oh, well, we've had ghost activity and high EMF activity at the same time. They could, it could coincide, but at the same time, it could be a huge coincidence. It could be a massive coincidence. If I stub my toe every single time I'm going to go eat pizza, you can't necessarily say it was the pizza's fault doing that. There's so many other variables that could intermix that. My clumsiness, my this, my that. There's 100 million other variables. So can I say that a thermal camera is going to get the cold and hot spots of ghosts? No. No, I can't. No, nobody can. So I don't know. That's why I haven't reached out to try to purchase one or try to get something of that kind, because I really just can't justify the purchase. So I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to figure things out. And oh, they got it. All right. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to figure it out. So I'll let you know how things go. I'll let you know what I'm figuring out, or I'm going to keep doing my research and try to figure things out, and I'll keep you guys updated. All right? Sorry this video probably went on too long. I did not want to sit here and rant, but you know, sometimes it's needed for you to understand where I'm coming from. Well, thanks.